a father, bring a mother to reggae town. Phoenix down is Phoenix down. Your new sound. Phoenix down is getting down. In your town.
The following portion of the program is to be used for educational purposes only. Please, no wagering. It's Nug Life Radio. Weed Smarts.
What else you got?
Las Vegas just got its first dispensary on the Strip.
Nice.
In the Essence Cannabis Dispensary opens today, located between the Stratosphere and the SLS Las Vegas, and is the first one in town to open on Las Vegas Boulevard. In addition to standard dispensary services, a registered nurse will be on hand at the location to offer consultations to patients free of charge. As it stands now, Essence will be buying its cannabis from other growers, but will soon be opening up their own 55,000 square foot growing facility less than a mile from the Strip, and expect to have up to 35,000 plants at any given time.
In the Indian reservation?
No, they're down the street from them. They also,
There's an Indian reservation. There's one little spot on the Strip.
they also plan to give tours. The founder and chief executive, Armin Yemendigian, says it's one of the most sophisticated cultivation centers in the country, and we want people to come in and see what we're doing.
Sounds like they want customers to come in. And Las Vegas being the only place, Nevada, that accepts all states' medical cards, they are priming up for something huge. If you are an investor, dump your money into Vegas right now.
These people are right there on the Strip, so that's a good location. And then their grow facility,
that is the location.
Their grow facility is going to be like about a mile away, so they're going to have supply like right on hand all the time.
The other big thing is the amount of taxes that they get off of the places selling cannabis is so much more than all of the money that they're getting off of fighting and seizing cash and everything.
In Vegas, I don't think they're going to make crap compared to what they make for casinos and everything else. Vegas, the Strip itself is just, I know the light on top of the Luxor, just that light, more than $1 million a year to keep that light on.
And while I agree with that, when you have people that are going out and getting stoned and then going in the casino, they're going to be making that much more money.
And there's going to be a dispensary here on the Strip, and there's going to be the one downtown.
Here's the thing with casinos, real quick, is and I know this because my father ran casinos. This is like where we're at. They like alcohol because you lose your inhibitions and you gamble more. When you smoke marijuana, paranoia tends to be a side effect, and it is not going to be a let's go take a risk medication, whatever you want to call it, when they're smoking it. Because when you get stoned, the one thing you don't want to do is go in and sit at a poker table or sit at a machine. You want to go walk the Strip and see the lights and get a 4-foot margarita and watch that big midget that's wearing a bikini do the bend over thing.
I won't disagree with you.
Right, because I mean, how much we go to Las Vegas all the time. How much gambling have we ever done? Like, have you ever dropped $1 in the machine?
I on the trips I've been with you, zero.
On the cannabis trips,
none. I don't think I've put anything in the machines.
Anybody, we don't. None of our friends. Nobody's gambling. No. They're all trying mushrooms. Yeah, just Vegas. Yeah. Why not?
But that's just me. I mean, other people are, I would assume, are different. I
thought that the Indians were opening up the first on the Strip. Did they just get beat?
They're downtown, so they're down more like towards.
They're in the ghetto. The Indians even get the crappy part of Vegas. How crappy is
I think. Well, they have they have land down there. It's a very small plot, but it is a reservation. It's 31 acres they have down there.
31 acres in downtown.
Mm-hmm. It's the Paiute Indian tribe. They got a
okay. That's not downtown. The Paiute tribe is where you buy fireworks illegally, and it's like 20 minutes outside by where I thought where the prostitutes were.
It says just north of downtown, sandwiched between Ewing Brothers Towing and Main Street.
Oh, that's the ghetto. That's so ghetto. That's actually where they used to put the black performers back in the day, Sammy Davis Jr. and stuff. They call that area Naked City.
Okay. Well, they have a reservation there. I mean, they have tribal land.
I want a reservation.
The crack rocks here are the best in the spiritual side.
Homes, a police department, a health clinic.
Welcome to Chief,
etc.
25 cents a spin. My Indian voice sucks. Big shout out to Tommy Lucero, who has an awesome Indian voice. I don't think that's a good idea. If I was going to put a co-op, it wouldn't be on the strip because it's definitely going to take away from. You're not going to see a bunch there because this is the test. They're going, okay, what casinos are going to lose money located around this place? Because it's not going to bring in casino people. Same thing when Vegas did all the children's stuff and Treasure Island became everything, and they're like, oh, let's bring families, and then you find out parents with their children don't gamble. You know, they're going to find out that stoned people don't gamble.
Well, and I gotta go an exception on that, and I'll tell you what. Because when I used to go to Comdex over in Vegas, and I was going with a lot of IT people, and this is back when it was still illegal, and I had a lot of friends that would go into their room, smoke a little bit of weed, and then go down to the casinos.
I agree with that, but that's because they probably only smoked that one time a year, or they're
No, these guys were hardcore.
could be a
but-
flip flop. I
you
know
know,
as a local, it's just not.
Well, they say they are
I'd be
expecting
curious.
tourists
I'd
to
be
be the big part of their business. So people from out of state with a medical card can just come in.
Well, the
there.
next thing you're going to see is one of the casinos, because right now Vegas is very open to marijuana. If you go to any of the casinos, especially the Plaza, they'll give you the whole floor.
Yeah.
Or they did. We smoked out the whole floor. And they'll upgrade your room for just about anything.
True. Especially if someone above you floods their floor.
Oh, yeah. The lady upstairs also, I think, loved the cannabis. Started the bath and went to sleep. Probably had every intention of getting high and gambling. And her tub overflowed, and then it soaked through our floor completely. And then one of our buddies, also a big cannabis fan, went there. We were all got moved to the room across the hall, and he went and fell asleep in there. We're talking concrete fans, construction fans, like big, and he's in there sleeping like a baby. He wakes up to security. He's got guns pointed at him, and he's just going, Nug Life, Nug Life. Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get shot.
Excitement.
Big shout out to Andrew Hutchings. That's who did that. So very happy to hear that Las Vegas is going to the pot,
Yeah.
because
So
that town is sad.
we'll see how this goes.
It's going green.
It's going.
Yes.
Vegas is going green.
It sounds like it's going to be a fairly sizable dispensary if they're going to have a 55,000 square foot growing facility with 35,000
They're going to get
plants.
robbed every day. They're going to get robbed every day. Mark my words. That's going to be our top headline news story. Las Vegas dispensary gets robbed
Again.
I'm sure they'll have this
by
security.
cowboys.
Armed security.
They're always messing with those Indians.
Right. Well, this is not the
So I was reaching for that one.
this is the other one, the Essence, not the Native American dispensary. This is the other one.
And what are they?
I don't know.
I
His
can
name
make a
is
guess by the part of town.
Armin Yemendigian.
Also an Indian.
Maybe Eastern.
It's the same thing when you're talking about claiming land. I am an Indian too. Chief running squad. My Indian accent also sucks. Is that the news?
That's the news.
That's the news. Your Nug News correspondent, Benjie Cooper, giving you the hottest news tips every single day. Big thanks to Russ Mottla today, Jason Jones, Sean the engineer, you, me, and the people
Yeah,
who
we
have
rock.
brought us this show from years and years. The original Nug Life was actually considered on a peyote expedition in which me and Benjie Cooper did a lot of peyote and set out in the desert and waited for our vision to come.
Peyote is good.
Peyote is good. Now, you could do peyote, but marijuana, no.
Yeah.
They're not the same thing.
Very different. It's a cactus.
It's a cactus. Marijuana is just a plant. It grows right next to the cactus.
It's an herb, like
We gotta
mint.
find. We gotta find the right strain. When was the last time you tried marijuana? Who was your professional guide? Who was your guide on this trip?
Your guide.
Your guide.
I was exposed to. I walked into a room that had a bunch of it in it. I don't know, maybe around a year ago. And
it's like there were powder and razor blades everywhere. That pot stuff.
I mean, when I was a teenager, it didn't bother me. I was fine. It was just in my early 20s it started affecting me that way.
Wow. We had to get him like a pot trank dart, and we dove him without telling him.
I wonder what component would be the THC. Which cannabinoid is the?
He's got to be used. The CBNs that create the psychoactive has got to be kicking that paranoia into a high gear. And if you're somebody who's very rooted in yourself, you don't like that.
My fight or flight syndrome kicks into fight.
Right.
In overdrive. We used to get some nice, good humble.
Just to film it, like you put him in a pot shop in Amsterdam, everyone's chilling, and Sean grabs a lamp and just hucks it across the room.
I'd rather be happy.
Just runs out.
Don't make me stoned. You wouldn't like me when I'm stoned.
No, you wouldn't like me when I'm stoned. Thanks again for everybody for listening today. Nug Life Radio. Follow us on everything. Spreaker. Right now, follow us on Spreaker. 11 people are on Spreaker. I know at least 40 of you got to be listening right now. Go to Spreaker.com. Tell 2 of your friends, and I'll have the 100 we need so that we can get on to iHeartRadio. Sweet.
Yeah.
We'll see you again tomorrow with God knows who. Keep listening.
Peace.
Nug Life Radio is sponsored by Achilleos Healing Topical CBD Lotions, Pirate Candy, Weed Maps, and iBudTender.com.
This DJ's so funky, man.
Da 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 da. Da da da. Some people call it weed, some people call it dope, some people call it blow, some people call it kaya, some people call it blaze, some people call it pot, some people call it slice, some people call it ganja. India hen you smoking, sipping, Benilyn, beef pudding. Lord have mercy, sense he got me on feeling irate, so roll it, light it, drag it, pass me the killer. It's one love when we smoking it together. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. When the claro burn your lips, make your eye go dirty. That's when you feeling fly, you wanna touch the sky. Hunger appetizer, sex drive energizer, laughter hypnotizer, dreadlock fertilizer. If you do smoky bowl, you gotta be careful or you go. You gotta take it slow and don't let the police know. And there's so many people it give them inspiration. So many people it make them lose concentration. And when they lose it, don't go rehabilitation. For psychological madness demonstration.
The real, a wicked song for the man I'm called SPR, you wonder.
Yeah. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Inside that marijuana make you a similar break you. Uma give you ginger, make you do something that'll take you. Letting nothing stress you, make you feeling his deja vu. Make you so forgetful, feeling perfect, smart and gentle. Gem, Bob Marley blow, Fela Kuti blow, Magic Fashion blow, SPFO, Peter touch and culture, them chant feel legalize. SPF know what make the people emphasize, but critically look into it and then analyze. Make your conclusion and cut your coat according to your size.
Yeah man, left it alone, just a leak a while. Your side is a virgin of a call SPF.
Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. Marijuana, it's so addictive, you don't wanna let it go. All around the world, Nigeria, America, Jamaica, come feel this one.